I used to stay up watching movies or YouTube or whatever I could do to keep me from falling asleep. And then I would go to sleep and I would wake up so lazily when the sun's already up. I would go to the bathroom with my phone and I would take a dump while watching YouTube shorts. And then I'll think, what should I do now? I could work out, but honestly, maybe I'll just watch some YouTube shorts. And I'll end up watching YouTube shorts for probably another hour. After that, I would just decide what I would do, but in the end, every single day, I ended up not feeling fulfilled and always having this idea that I was just wasting all of my time. So if that's happening to you today, right now, the first thing that I want you to do is to reset the streak of bad days. I just made a video on how to reset your bad days, so go check that out first. This video is going to be about how to save your time and actually feel efficient and proud of yourself. So once you've reset your day, I want you to spend the next day thinking about what you want to do, thinking about your goals and your purpose. And the first thing that you're going to do is define areas in your life where you want to improve. A couple ideas for that is number 1, relationships, 2, health, and number 3, financial status. Okay, so whatever your areas are, find the areas that you want to improve in. And then what you're going to do is set a measurable goal for the next 4 months. A measurable goal, 100%. Every single thing that you actually put a goal to, it should be measurable. It shouldn't be, oh, I just want to, gain some muscle. Oh, I just want to, be a little bit more social. Be able to measure your goals, because you'll find that you are far behind and you need to get to work. For example, if it was health, something that I would make a goal about would be like, I want to gain 5 pounds of muscle. It's measurable, and I've set a time frame in the next 4 months. The next thing that I want you to do is break it up into months, then weeks, right? So if I was 5 pounds for the next 4 months, break it down into months. So 5 divided by 4, that's 1.25 pounds per month, right? The next thing I gotta do is break that down by week, so divide by 4 again. But you get the point, right? I just need to build that much muscle per week. And now that seems light. That's not even hard, right? So now I've got what I need to do for every week. I need to, increase my weight by whatever 1.25 divided by 4 is. And by the time that I get to 4 months, I will have gained 5 pounds, right? That's not even a good goal, right? That's kind of easy, right? A good goal would be like probably 10 pounds. You want to do something that you don't know if you're going to actually hit. I just chose 5 pounds randomly, but actually choose something that you are uncertain if you're going to hit. Something that chills you, because if you don't hit it, you will not be a man of your word. You need something that scares you a little bit. Scares you because you are so far behind. That is the type of goal that you want. It's not a goal like, oh, I've already kind of done this, so I'm just going to make my goal. No. Make a goal for the next 4 months that you don't know if you're going to hit. You don't know. It's only if you commit all your time towards that goal will you have the chance of hitting it. That's the kind of goal that you want, because that's the kind of goal that will motivate you to work. And you'll find that when you work, you'll get exponential results. Trust me, pick a goal that you don't know if you're going to hit. And suddenly, you will stop wasting your time, because you're like, what am I doing, bro? Look at this goal. I have not made any progress. I need to get on this. That's the kind of mentality that you need to have. The next thing that you're going to do is create a routine that you can follow. And this should account for all the time that you spend in a day. From sleeping to eating to whatever you're doing, it should account for all that time. And what you're going to do is put this schedule as the wallpaper on your phone. Every single time you look at it, you're going to see it. Now, don't tell me about anything like, oh, but I like my wallpaper. Nobody cares. If you want to work, if you actually want to be successful, put your routine on your phone. That's, this is what you got to do, okay? You're going to look at it every single day, and you're going to know exactly what I have to do. There is no question of, oh, maybe I'll watch YouTube or maybe I'll do this. No. You're already going to have it on your phone. It's already going to be set. Any changes to this routine must be made in your calendar. It must be an event in your calendar that says, hey, I got this thing at this time. I'm not going to be able to do this. And now that you've got your goals to motivate you, your routine to keep track of all your time, I'm going to give you 2 more laws. I call these laws because they help you be more efficient at using your time. The first of these laws is called the 80-20 rule. And you've probably heard of this. What this means is that you get 80% of the consequences from 20% of the actions. So if I were to write an essay, right? Let's say I'm in school, I got to write an essay. 80% of the consequences, right, would come from 20% of the time. Would just come from me writing the essay for about 30 minutes. From 80% to 100% good, that would take another 2-3 hours. Does that make sense? That 80% is already there after 30 minutes. That's the same thing you got to apply to your own life. Whenever you have a task, whenever you have anything that you got to do, realize that 80% of what you want will come from 20% of the time, 20% of the efforts. So you got to analyze, what are those 20% of the efforts that are the most efficient at doing what I want? Right? It's not worth it, I don't think, to spend that rest of the 80% of the time to get 20% of the results. It's not worth it. Use that 20% and be more effective and do multiple things, right? Instead of just doing one thing and having it absolutely perfect and spending an entire day on it, do 5 things and, have it 80% right, and then you'll be so much more productive. That's better, in my opinion. The second law I have for you is Parkinson's law. Now, most people know about 80-20 rule, but not many people know about Parkinson's law. Parkinson's law says that the time a task will take depends on the time that you allot for it. And what this means is, if I say, I'm going to write this essay in 2 hours, guess how long that essay is going to take to write? 2 hours. But if instead you say, I'm going to write it in 30 minutes, you will write a pretty good essay in 30 minutes. I agree. Maybe it won't be as good as the 2 hours, right? But you'll be able to write that essay in 30 minutes. I promise you that. If you 100% believe that you have to, it will happen. So whenever in your life that you have a task, the first thing that you're going to do is analyze, what are the 20% things that I can do to make the 80% consequences in this task, right? Then you're going to set an extreme deadline for that task, right? Let's say the task normally takes 2 hours. Nah, 1 hour. Normally takes an hour and a half. Nah, 30 minutes. And you gotta 100% believe it and confirm it in your head. That's all I have. That's all I have. That's the only amount of time I have. And you'll find that you'll make so much progress in so little time. If you're looking to build a body that you're proud of, and you want to do it in the least time as possible, you don't want to spend extra time doing nothing, you can use these laws too. Personally, I only work out about 3 to 4 times a week, and I only do it for 45 minutes. That's all I do for my strength training. And I've built a pretty nice physique, in my opinion. I'm proud of myself. I got all my confidence from that. If you want to do it just from home, I have something called gymnastic ring training, right? It's not mine, but it's something that I've been practicing for a long time. It's helped me shave so much time off from working out. It's helped me be so much more productive. If you want to learn more about gymnastic ring training, check out the links below. The first one will take you to early access for a coaching program, and the second one will take you to a guide on what it really is. Like, what is gymnastic ring training? So with that, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you go out and conquer.